Nothing to do with FSG and the fact that they let it get to a place where it's like, because that's what you have to think.
Absolutely.
No, please, no. I've explained this. I've explained this. Stop it. I've explained this a million times. Explained this a million times.
Liverpool are the only club that are allowed to run a player's contract down to zero, but they're still doing okay. Three. But he's explained it, so we're all right. Because from Liverpool, he's explained it. Three of the best players in the world.
You've got to look at that.
Three of the best players in the world have got contracts running out, but Liverpool have still done a great job managing that. I'm sorry, I can't accept that.
Okay. So let's.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Social Discuss on this channel. So before I allow Carragher to have a say, of course he's going to have a say, I'm going to be starting my video today with, the overlap show. Now, during the overlap, we have Gary Neville, we have Jamie Carragher, we have Ian Wright, and we have Roy Keane, and we have a very beautiful lady whose name I don't really know. I'm sorry about that. Now, the reason for today's topic, of course, is, blame FSG, not Trent. It's simply because of the fact that the old Trent's, issue, the whole Liverpool Real Madrid issue is not going away anytime soon. It's not going away anytime soon. And we will only be deceiving ourselves if we say that, Liverpool fans are actually not taking this thing to the bones. They're actually taking it to the bones. I personally have seen a lot of tweets. I've tweeted as well, talking on social media and doing all of those things. I realized that a lot of Liverpool fans are not going to be forgiving Trent Alexander-Arnold anytime soon. So according to what is happening here on the overlap right now, and the reason why I'm playing this video first is because it sits with my own reservation, and my reservation is that why is nobody blaming the FSG, just like the way Gary Neville has pointed out? Gary Neville, by the way, is a guy I don't really take too much, I take his word with a pinch of salt or something like that. But in this case, I think I'm going to be supporting Gary Neville 100%. Because Liverpool has looked at Salah, Van Dijk, and Trent, allow these individuals to run out their contracts, and then now you are blaming Trent for wanting to have a new adventure. So I'm going to go on to play the video. I want us to listen to the defense of course, Jamie Carragher, and then I can also talk about that.
Explain it. So, in a normal circumstance, yes, I get it. The hierarchy at Liverpool, who were a big part of Jurgen Klopp, being really successful, Jurgen Klopp won more stuff, got more power, those people moved away. The last summer of Jurgen Klopp, do you know who Liverpool's sporting director was?
I have a clue.
So when you're doing all this for the cameras and you'll go viral, you haven't actually got a clue. It was Jurgen Klopp's mate. Right, basically, my point being is, there was a vacuum. You haven't got a clue what you're talking about. There was a vacuum. No. Listen, you've done your face for you. That'll go out and make it go big. So what you've got is... No.
Just calm this down. Super keen. Let's get into the beautiful energy.
So basically,
come on.
Jurgen Klopp
well done, FSG.
has got that much power.
Good job.
Right? Everybody has left. Michael Edwards, not just Michael Edwards, everybody's left. The guy who comes after him, who was Michael Edwards' number 2, was in the job for 6 months and walked away. So what is that telling you what's going on at the top end of the club? That basically there's a vacuum there.
You could have been the tea lady, the kit man at Liverpool.
So what Jamie Carragher is saying here is almost like what Gary Neville is saying. There's a vacuum at the top. The FSG has the right to appoint a new sporting director. They did not appoint a new sporting director for so long, and your top 3 players' contract has actually run out. Now, one of them wants a new challenge over there at Real Madrid. You are now blaming that individual for wanting a new challenge. To be honest, the reality is that a player can have 20 contracts, because of course on Twitter, I discussed it with a lot of Liverpool fans, and the responses I get is that Trent has been offered 3 different types of contracts, but outside of from all of those 3 types of contracts, he simply did not pick any one of them. But what fans fail to realize is that as a footballer, you can have different or hundreds iterations of different types of contracts, and still they will not serve your purpose. Because you have to look at the interest of the footballer as well. You have to look at the interest of the footballer as well. So if the FSG has failed to appoint a new sporting director, according to Carragher, who has left the club for quite a while, I think after Klopp, of course they had power tussle and everything, just like the way Edu has a power tussle with Arteta as well. The rumors that we all heard. Now, why did the FSG not make sure that a new sporting director comes in? Because I'm going to show you a tweet right now. Arsenal has officially got involved with Andrea Berta as a new sporting director. And if you see this tweet here, according to Fabrizio Romano, Fabrizio says that, let me read out the tweet. He says, Andrea Berta and Arsenal, just a matter of time before the announcement. He goes on to say that he's already signing 20 days ago as a new sporting director at the club. See, the essence of a sporting director at a club cannot be overemphasized. Why do Arsenal need a sporting director? Arsenal needs a sporting director because of the fact that players like, correct me if I'm wrong, Saliba, Bukayo Saka, those are the two I know in my head right now. Their contracts are likely going to be ending soon. And Arsenal needs a sporting director to be able to negotiate this thing. For all we can blame the Kroenkes for all we can say about the Kroenkes for the fact that they don't really show much interest with the club, they have done this right. Appointed, experienced sporting director, trying to patch the contract of the players that the fans like, the fans love. Those are the things I expected from Liverpool. Those are the things I expected from Liverpool, but it did not happen with Liverpool. So guys, correct me if I'm wrong. If this whole blame is just with Trent, if you think, because Trent is leaving for free, the FSG did not have any blame. If you think there is nothing that they should have done so that Trent can remain as a part of the club, and maybe they will make money from him.
Fans maybe are a little bit quicker on him than they would be on someone like, say, Carragher or Stevie Gerrard or one of the other lads. No, but my point is that, to be fair,
is that maybe his running style?
You think the crowds are quicker on Trent than they were on me?
No,
you are joking.
Carragher, my point is, I think there's a greater love towards you, Stevie, Robbie Fowler, than there is towards. You know this, by the way. Are you denying this? You don't think there's a. You don't think.
What about Michael Owen?
Jamie, your point. Michael's probably in the same. Michael's in the same sort of.
So what the point Gary Neville is raising here is, I think, it's a very valid point. Fowler, Robbie Fowler, Jamie Carragher, Stevie Gerrard. Those are the three players he mentioned that were ex-Liverpool players. And according to my knowledge, correct me if I'm wrong, they spent the larger time of their career in Liverpool. I can't remember Carragher playing for another club. I can't remember Steven Gerrard playing for another club. I can't remember Robbie Fowler playing for another club. But I can remember Michael Owen going from Liverpool to Real Madrid. I think he won the World Footballer, the Ballon d'Or in 2001 or so. He went to Real Madrid. He had a good spell. Of course, injury prone. He couldn't really enjoy the spell at Real Madrid. Now, if you're looking at that, that means no player should be leaving their club to go to any other place. Because as a matter of fact, what Gary Neville is trying to say here is that the kind of love Liverpool fans shows Robbie Fowler, show Carragher, shows Steven Gerrard, because they spend the larger time of their career over there at Liverpool. Other players do not have the privilege. And now Michael Owen and, Trent are in the same category. There's no love for them. Simply because of the fact that they ran out their career. And by the way, I'm not sure Michael Owen ran out his career at Liverpool. I think he was probably sold to Real Madrid because he was one of the top footballers then. He went, sold, but the love is still not there. So what exactly is happening? Is it that Liverpool fans expect some sort of loyalty and they believe that footballers who have played for Liverpool at any point in time should not be going to, a club like Real Madrid? Maybe because Real Madrid has knocked them out in a couple of times at the Champions League. What do you guys think is the problem? What do you guys think is the problem? I really, really want to hear from you. So these are the things I really, really want to talk about in this video. I need your opinion. I want to hear from you. It is important to make your comments and subscribe to my channel if you are yet to subscribe. So let me keep on playing the video now.
Sphere is Trent,
yeah.
that basically those two players don't get the same level of love from Liverpool
Where
fans.
are you getting this from?
Maybe.
He's got a big mural outside Anfield.
Oh, you've all got murals. If you haven't got a mural in Liverpool... Honestly.
The song for him, the Scouser in our team. I had to get to 27 before I got a song.
My point is, I think...
You're talking someone you don't know.
You don't think... I think you've been ignorant there now, because you don't think Liverpool... If I put a poll up tomorrow...
So, before I end this show, it is important I show you a tweet that I think really encapsulates what I'm talking here in this video, what I'm trying to talk about. So let me show you that tweet, then you can read it, and you see that there are some Liverpool fans that are actually very, very sensible, and maybe they really understand the situation beyond emotion. So here is the tweet. This individual named Mr. AP at We Want R says, blame Trent all you want, but he was left to make the decision he should have never been left to make. If Liverpool wanted to keep him, Salah and VVD, that is Virgil van Dijk, they would have sorted it long ago. Now face the consequence. Chep, FSG out now. This is exactly where Liverpool fans are supposed to be facing. Mind you, according to this tweet, we could have Salah still leaving the club. We could still very well have VVD leaving the club. So are you going to now blame Van Dijk, blame Salah for leaving the club after running out their careers? I mean, not their careers, their contracts, pardon me for that. After running out their contracts, we need to be very objective, and we need to really, really face the things the way they are happening. So guys, what do you think about this? Please remember to drop your comments in the comment section. I want to hear from you. It is important I hear from you. I'm going to be seeing you in the next video. If you are old on my channel, please turn on the post notification if you are yet to. If you are new on my channel, please kindly subscribe. It takes nothing away. I'm going to see you in the next one, guys. Until next time, please stay safe.